Your Country 1039 KGRT, the band Perry. Love that song.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. And today we're talking about our exes, because today happens to be National Ex-Spouse Day. Now, it's not a day to celebrate your ex, though we guess that certainly necessarily wouldn't be a problem, right? Right? Of course not. It's actually supposed to be a day for divorced people to forgive their ex and move on from any anger that remains about the relationships. Yeah, I know. Easier said than done in some cases. I certainly understand that. And that sounds nice. And, but is it actually possible? Do you still have some anger issues towards your ex? And I'm going to even open this up, not just for divorced couples and marriages right there, but, I'm sure a lot of us have had those relationships that didn't end all too well. So is there a little bit of bitterness in there? A certain level of revenge or anger in there? Or are you on good terms? I'm gonna say this. Most of my exes I'm fairly good terms with, always ended up being friends in one way. One took a long time to get there. Yeah, it really took a long time to get there. In fact, I think we ended up on a certain agreement that said that we would basically not bring up any of the old stuff in the past. We wouldn't talk about that. And the relationship got a lot better after that. I could even say that she is one of my best friends now. Like I said, it took a long time to get there. But what about you? Is there some bitterness, or are you and your ex on at least fairly good terms? Speaking terms, at least, right? That is our question of the day. You can go ahead and give me your answers by calling them in or texting them in. 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, you can leave your comments on our social media pages. We are live right now on our Facebook, YouTube pages, and more. So go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day for National Ex-Spouse Day. Is there some bitterness, or are you and your ex on some good terms right now? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Sorry, I got distracted. YouTube hit me with the bot comment. So there you go. Let me know your answers for our question of the day. Once again, you can call those in. You can send me a text message, 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And leave your comments on our social media pages for our question of the day today. Is there some bitterness, or are you and your ex on good terms? Yeah, National Ex-Spouse Day. That is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All right. All the appropriate buttons are pushed, and then we are exclusively up on our social media pages. Yeah, the bots hit me on YouTube again. I'll even show you there. Is that happening again? Let's see. Oh, I love the bots on YouTube. Those are so much fun when you go live. Anyway, what about you? Is there some business, or you and your ex pretty much on good terms right now? I think I need some more coffee there. Go ahead and let me know your answers. Oh, got a couple of text messages that kind of snuck in there. Let's see. It's a bitter party of one right here. Okay. Well, that is true. Sometimes it takes some time, and sometimes you just never kind of get over that. I can definitely understand that, and circumstances being what they are in some cases. We are on good terms as long as there's 358 miles between us. Sometimes it be like that, right? Yeah, apparently there is a little bit more bitterness out there than I thought there was. But our question of the day, is there some bitterness, or are you and your ex on good terms? All in honor of National Ex-Spouse Day. Maybe take a moment to consider forgiving the ex and moving on from any anger that remains. At least have it under consideration. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in and around the world today. They announced the nominees, or I should say the artists that are going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for this year. Phil Collins got in. Iron Maiden, Billy Idol, Queen Latifah, Oasis, Sade, Wu-Tang, and the late Luther Vandross and Joy Division New Order are going in. Kind of blew my mind a little bit that Iron Maiden got in there because they've been pretty much ignoring them for years. But finally, that's going to be an interesting jam session at the end of that show. I believe that is going to be held November the 14th, so we got some time. McDonald's is preparing to expand its beverage lineup in the United States with energy drinks and new flavored sodas. The drinks include Red Bull Dragonberry Energizer, a Dirty Dr. Pepper, and a Mango Pineapple Refresher. Hey, I'm all for getting some flavor in some nice cold drinks over the summer. Kraft Mac and Cheese is launching a restaurant edition in 3 varieties. Oh, each has 10 grams of protein per serving. Flavors include Parmesan Pesto, Romano Cacio e Pepe. Ooh, that would be good. And Monterey Jack Caramelized Onion. I wonder what those Italians on TikTok and the Reels, the ones that always grade the Italian cooks, I wonder what they think of Kraft Romano Cacio e Pepe. Also saw that the U.S.-Iran war is causing pump anxiety. High gas prices are pushing more people to buy EVs. I wonder if they planned it that way. Also, the average American will receive a refund of about $3,462 this year. That's 11% up, 11% from last year. By the way, tax day coming up. Yeah, you got to go ahead and get that done. Also, it looks like Dave Chappelle is considering reviving Chappelle's Show. That would be interesting in 2026. Yeah, all I'm going to say is that would be very interesting in 2026 with the world that we have today. A lot different than it was back in 2003 through 2005 when that show was running. A whole lot different, and yet a lot of the same. I don't know. I've enjoyed his recent specials. Maybe it's time for Chappelle's Show to go ahead and come back. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today in honor of National Ex-Spouse Day. So and here's the one thing. If you were lucky enough to meet someone and they're still there for you, that is great. But oftentimes there is a breakup in there, and sometimes it involves some bitterness, some anger maybe. But is there some bitterness, or are you and your ex on good terms? Like I said, I'm on pretty good terms with all of my exes, except for that one. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're fine. But the one that was there took a long time to get there. But like I said, she's pretty much my best friend right now. Probably be able to tell you anything about me and just have a little bit of fun talking about it. We don't talk about the old stuff. So like not talking about Bruno. We just don't talk about the old stuff. Unless it comes to funny stories like me getting run over and stuff like that. Everybody loves talking about that one. But friends, let me know your answers for our question of the day. Is there some bitterness, or are you and your ex on some pretty good terms? Yeah, so far, bitterness is ruling out right there. Bitter party of one, and as long as they're 356 miles away, yeah, everything's perfectly fine. Living in a different city, right? Let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, or leave your comments down below for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Oh, yep,